Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you have all been having a wonderful week. I have actually been in isolation, in lockdown. My kids' daycare had a positive case, so we have been told to do 2 weeks isolation. So we've just finished week 1 and about to complete week 2. We've all tested negative though, which is fantastic news, but that's what's going on with me this week. For those of you who are new here, my name is Bethany Vujan and I host an episode every week called Toxic Tuesday, where I talk about a particular toxic plant that you may have in your backyard. If that's something that is of interest to you, please hit that like and subscribe button to follow along for more. But to get into it, on today's episode, we are talking about Coriaria myrtifolia. Coriaria myrtifolia is more commonly known as Redoul in the English language, but there are a few other common names that it does go by. In Spanish, it's called Emborracha cabras, which roughly translates to drunk goats. This is believed to be due to the intoxicating effects that goats receive when they eat the leaves of this plant. In Morocco, it's known as awaz, and that's actually in both Berber and the Moroccan Arabic dialect. Now, I do want to put an apology in here for my pronunciation of things. I do actually look up how to pronunciate, but at the same time, I also know, with English being the only language that I know, that my pronunciation is probably still wrong. So if you have any tips or if you could correct me in the comments down below, that would be lovely. But I am definitely trying here. But I just want to apologize for the fact that my pronunciation is I'm probably butchering it. So yeah. Coriaria myrtifolia is a deciduous shrub of the Coriariaceae family and can grow about 1.3 to 2 meters tall. The leaves are generally opposite and can sometimes be grouped into 3 or more. They are oblong shaped with an acuminate end or a tapered end. Coriaria myrtifolia does produce small greenish flowers. Now these flowers bloom during the summer from the joints of the previous year's growth and are grouped into clusters. The flowers have 5 reddish highlight styles, 5 sepals, and 5 petals. Now each flower does contain 10 stamen, which is the male reproductive organ of the plant. Redoul also produces fruit in the form of a berry. It is created from the 5 carpels, which is the female reproductive organ of the plant, that's located within the flower. Every 5 carpels will produce 1 berry, and as they are born from the flowers, they are also clustered, which causes them to be mistaken for blackberries or dewberries. Coriaria myrtifolia is confined to the northern Mediterranean coast of Spain and southern France. It has entered Italy up to the Apennines, which is a 1200 stretch of mountain range that goes along the length of the peninsula of Italy. It's also found in Algeria and Western Rif, which is a location in Morocco, a geographical location in Morocco. It's also only found in Ibiza, in the Balearic Islands. It grows in deep, moderately fertile, well-drained soil, and if you're wanting to cultivate this in your garden, it loves light shade and is absolutely fantastic as a bed or border plant. If you are in a frost-prone area, protect it with a dry winter mulch for best results. Coriaria myrtifolia contains the neurotoxin coriamyrtin in the leaves and fruit. The symptoms received are actually characterized into 3 particular areas. So you've got digestive, which includes nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain; neurological, which includes obnulation, which is the decline of mental faculties; convulsions, and then convulsion complications, which can occur, which is like falling down and breaking a bone. Now, in the case of convulsions, rapid resuscitation is necessary. The last characteristic, so the third characteristic, is respiratory disorders. So that includes polypnea, which is rapid breathing or panting; apnea, which is the cessation of breathing; and short or superficial respiration. Now these characteristics can actually all occur together. There's actually one additional symptom that can also occur, and it's called myositis. Now that's actually where the muscle that's in the pupil becomes inflamed or swollen. Coriaria myrtifolia leaves were collected extensively for their tannin content, and tannin was used for tanning leather and dyeing leather. Now tannin was so sought after as a resource that the aristocracy of the time, back in medieval times, and some of the clergy of the Christian church actually tried to put royalties on this resource. The Maori of New Zealand used a species of Coriaria for multiple reasons. They produced traditional tattooing from the juice of the fruit. Musical instruments were made from the hollow stem of the plant. And despite the extreme toxicity, they did actually use the fruit sparingly because it had a very sweet taste. They put it in their drinking water and also in the jellies that they made from seaweed. That is everything today, guys, on Coriaria myrtifolia. I did actually find some cases in regards to some poisonings and what happened with that, which I've put in the description box down below. So if you're interested in having a read, by all means go and have a look. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so don't forget to leave a comment. And while you're there, don't forget to like and subscribe because it really does help me out. As always, thank you so much for spending some of your day with me. It is always appreciated. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you all for the next episode of Toxic Tuesdays. Stay safe, guys, and keep on learning. Bye.